Good timing, oh yes. Great timing. You lucky devil. This is worth 18 submarines. Come on, Mama, let the good times roll.
Thank you.
All right.
Who says there's a plan? Maybe we just want to have a few drinks and enjoy the live music or whatever there is in the club.
You guys had mentioned plans before and made plans before.
What were our
Did
plans
we make
before?
plans before?
This was a month ago.
Do we really look like a team with a plan?
You guys were either going to talk to him, or tail him, or do something.
It was talk to him, tail him, drug him, or kidnap his girlfriend. Or, even though it would be hack, we could try to, get... What's your character's name?
I forgot his fake name.
Solo.
That's your handle?
Solo.
Don't even. Not really.
Okay, Mario Van Peebles.
I can't remember which one was the fake one.
My character's name is Edge Runner.
I'm gonna go with Lee.
Lee?
Lee.
Are you just making this? Do you know the name?
Yes.
Your character's handle was Lemon.
Lemon?
Okay.
Lee Lemon.
All right.
Lee.
Lemon.
Lee. Just L-E. It's short for
Lemon.
Lemon.
Lemon Pierce.
Anyway, yeah, one of the ideas was to just have you fuck Ladasha, which would just be redundant and
Who
hacky.
the fuck is Ladasha?
His
Ladasha
girlfriend.
is Mario's girlfriend.
Why is his girlfriend not named Peach?
Hold on.
He
show
let me
you.
pick the name, and it was the first thing that came to my head.
That's her name.
Ladash.
Yeah.
I said Ladasha Wilson. Is that spelled the way I think it's spelled?
The worst part about it is we did that session 1. Session 2, we spent all of us spent 2/3 of the session looking at our note pages, seeing just that LA.
Seeing it,
Yeah.
trying to remember
And,
what it was.
We're like, I have no idea what this is. I didn't bring it up either. I was like, I don't know what this is.
La-ah.
Yeah, and then all of a
Everybody's
sudden,
going la-ah.
and all of a sudden Dusty's like, oh yeah, Ladasha, his girlfriend. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, remember Ladash? I'm like, oh, this explains everything.
This explains everything perfectly.
I've at least got these notes written down.
My character's
God, I
not gonna
wrote
get that
down
name right.
La-dash-a.
Her name is La Bamba to him.
Sorry.
Okay.
So that was us out of character figuring out the plan. Good job.
So wait,
Or
I got
or
options.
Or you're part of this.
am I outside with you guys or am I in the
No.
club?
No,
Or
you're
No,
not
no,
there.
That's
But as far as he says, I don't care, you do want to win this fight.
And
do
I gotta
you have any opinions on how you're gonna do it besides just punching him really, really hard?
He doesn't know
Anything?
what you guys are doing.
Right. He doesn't know where we're at or what we're doing.
How to
I
win the
said, he's
fight.
not there.
I'm gonna shoot him.
Well, I mean, he
Shoot
doesn't.
him. You can't use guns, can you?
Yeah, in the face.
You got guns?
outside the match.
Just making shit up.
Well, I mean,
I don't see why not.
if the ref's not looking, anything's legal.
When is the ref not?
Pocket sand.
New plan. We make the ref not look.
We're gonna forget everything we've been doing and go find the ref.
Forget tailing Mario. Who's the ref?
Hey, we got a couple days to figure that one out.
Literally
Let's take
make
care of
him
this one.
blind.
I mean, usually the ref not looking is like the ref getting hit or getting distracted in like a tag match of like something else going
If
on.
we fail, you accidentally tag the ref. Then you fight dirty against Mario. Aim for his knees.
I mean, distract the ref. They can flash the ref. Or if that doesn't work, then they
Fuck
can
the
flash
ref's
the ref.
wife.
I don't think that'll work out at all. I think that'll go really bad for him.
Yeah.
Every town I go to, I fuck someone's wife. This town is no different.
Enjoy
Well, I
your
did
car
think it
ride
was
home.
funny because that was the first example he gave of a solution to this problem he's made. Make you win
It's
is
having
have you fuck the opponent's wife. That was like the gimmick from the first fight that like was a preliminary.
Is that a win condition or is that a tilt
No,
condition?
it's tilt. Like it
Okay.
made the dude emotionally compromised, and you apparently won the fight. That's what we've been told.
Okay.
So like the joke was like, just do that every week, even though it's not creative. It'd be like extra funny if it was every week. The mission is get you laid, with specifically the opponent's significant other.
I'm really changing up careers, going from pro wrestler to prostitute.
Don't fly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is a fly. Why did I keep-
I know a guy at work. He's a wizard with a magazine. Tell you what, swat any fly, 500 yards.
Okay.
So,
Plan?
because I know the other ideas that the other idea that I thought of was
We
if
list them all.
we're gonna
Drug,
get- well-
kidnap, talk,
drug, kidnap, blackmail,
tail.
hold the girl hostage as a leverage point to make him throw the match.
Mhm.
I know. I originally thought the idea of that we could get Lemon to us into the club as well to maybe like start a scene before the fight to get hype going for the upcoming match.
Oh yeah, that's right. We do have several hours before we actually
We've got
like
days.
before the.
Hold on.
No, I mean specifically before like
Oh.
the evening where we all know we're going to be at the bar together.
Yeah.
Is that we have a chance to call you and be like, hey, do you want to come join us? Which would be a really great excuse to get you into the game, because I'd hate to see you just sit
Oh,
there.
he'll be ecstatic. He's like, friends inviting me out. Absolutely,
So like
I'll
in the
be
spirit
there.
of the game, yeah, like to call your character and be like, hey, this evening, come with us. Because we thought it'd be, you know how UFC fighters will hype up the match before the match happens, like by like publicly confronting the other opponent or whatever.
Mhm.
You could kind of
Making
do
a
that because
promo.
that's kind of in the theme of the whole hype up the wrestling.
This will be new information
You
to
live
him,
the character.
and
'cause
he's
he was
probably
talking
going
to
to fuck it up real hard.
Okay, that's just more publicity.
Now, of course, the hacking's already finished, so we can't
Yeah.
add you to the list. So I'm
Hold on. I'm having a thought.
Yes.
So,
It's not hurting, is it?
no, since it was the four of us, I apparently never made the connection that she was the wrestler.
Oh my, yeah. Unfortunately, yeah.
I thought she was a hired gun that we could call in.
No, she's the actual
she-
wrestler
the,
itself.
The wrestler in
Okay.
question, yeah, the one. who
She
fucked
is
the
a hired
dudes.
gun, yes.
You
She's
can
a
hire
solo
me.
worker.
So,
It's just every week got the match that's
now
in
that I have the
video.
context of who she is, would she have already been on the list? She's
I
semi-famous.
don't remember specifically
Am I
what Steve's character
semi-famous?
did.
I
so,
don't
like,
know.
you-
You're
did you?
something.
Is that something? What happened?
All I know that we said that when we did that was like I put our names on the list.
Yeah, he put your.
No.
Three
From
of us?
sure reputation, would he have been on the list
Oh,
already?
just
Maybe.
already available
Potentially.
as a famous wrestler.
Yes.
Just
and
throw
then
your
here's
po-
my
just throw your
friend.
fame
Skip
around.
the line, throw money in the bouncer's face. Let me in.
Yes, are you famous enough to get in? That's a good question.
You'd have to ask him.
That's a good question.
Well, if it comes to that point, we'll call you and ask. We do have cell phones, right?
Yeah.
All right. I keep getting confused
I
about
mean,
what kind of technology we're allowed to have and what kind of technology we're
So
allowed to have.
your cell phones are what those devices I've told you about before called your agent.
Yeah.
Which does
Oh,
way
that's
more
right,
than an
yeah.
actual cell phone. Except it doesn't.
So
have
it's even
internet.
better than a normal cell phone
Yeah,
that we would have.
because it learns.
Okay.
Yeah. It's an AI cell phone.
Yeah.
Good.
Because you can,
Cool.
it connects to all sorts of things. I've said before, like it learns as your character uses it,
It
Learns
can- yeah,
it
it
learns
can
your
even, like-
patterns, so
Yeah.
you can.
and it can emulate your voice after a while,
Yeah.
and it can respond to text messages for you if you tell it to. So when you see a text, if like you get a message from somebody and you think you know what it is, just be like, I don't have time for this right now, and
Right.
then it will have a small conversation with that person to basically get that across.
Okay. So what I was
Like
thinking.
that new chat GP. Sorry. you were
No, I was just thinking. Basically,
need
the
to
question
mark that.
of did this realization negate all of the hacking and like basically everything that we did
sorry.
by he could have just gotten us in.
Maybe.
It's
Okay.
possible, but hey, that's that's role playing.
I mean, it's
All right,
really
so
up to
what-
like Jake. I mean,
Well, it doesn't
Meta-
matter now
in a
because we've
meta
already
sense,
gone
like-
through the trouble.
Yeah.
But thinking ahead, if the hacking falls through, then we can call them and be like, hey, they won't let us in, and then you could show up.
And try and use that angle at least.
Yes. So that's the back door.
It's a
getting in,
backup,
at
yeah.
least, and then he would be there. Okay. So after that thought, we're back at, do we kidnap the girlfriend or punch the dude in the knee or what the
I
fuck?
feel like that's.
I feel like we kind of want to do. I kind of want to do both.
I feel like the intention is to be a little more subversive, like the subject, like the.
I think it's the whole point of the job is we can be as subversive or as direct as we want to be in a way.
Right, and we have a whole week, so maybe we just use tonight to gather. We don't have to solve the whole problem tonight.
We just gather
Maybe-
information.
Maybe we just have drinks and watch.
Well,
And
you're
if we
going to
wanna-
talk to him a little bit.
Yeah. I think I have a good cool stat, and like I said, I rolled really well on my knowledge about him. So like I'm a big fan of the guy. So I could at least just walk up and have a normal conversation and see if it leads anywhere. I don't know how good I'm going to be at role playing, but like I know I can roll a dice for sure.
All right. So if we're leaning back a little more today, then do we want to tail him afterwards?
Yeah, there's no reason why we can't.
Yeah, I don't
Sorry
see
if I'm
why
coughing
not.
A lot. I know that it's gonna mess with the mic. Yeah, there's no reason to try to follow him after the show because, like, I can drive and we can try to be like non-aggressive. Like, I'm not trying to get ourselves caught. Like, it'll ruin whatever plans we have for the next 6 days. 6 days or 5 days or
I think
how long has
5
it been?
days.
All right.
Is there a parking lot to this club?
No.
No. People just
There-
get dropped off and then leave.
There's parking in the area, but there's very few places in Night City that have like at least outside of like richer districts that have dedicated parking.
Okay.
So, is there a valet or should we park away and then walk?
They don't have their own valets.
Okay.
Probably hence why they were having issues with you, Joe, just leaving the car out
Well, it was a
front.
good
'cause-
question. Yeah.
Okay.
So this other wrestler would probably just be dropped off and picked off. Not
He's
Yeah,
got
but
a
we
driver.
communicated with his driver. I was
Right.
I had
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, that's right. You did chat
He
with
had
chat
already
up with his
flipped
driver.
on Mario to give me the information about the.
That's right. That's how we knew this.
Yeah, so he just gets dropped off. A lot of people just get dropped off, or they park their car.
Which
and then
means
walk up
maybe
to
if
the
he
front.
sees me, even if he catches me tailing him, he'd be like, "Well, if I bring this guy up, it'll be like, oh, why'd you know he was the guy?" Like, oh, well, he paid me. I don't know. It'd be risky for him to even bring me up as a
Maybe.
character he knew. He'd have to pretend
Oh,
he
yeah.
didn't know me.
I don't know how much of a rapport he's got with his chauffeur, but
Yeah, who knows? It's all kind of like we said, it's off the dome, right?
Mhm.
And the whole idea, like
hence why we're trying to figure some shit out. So,
All
So
right.
shall we resume? Or does
Well,
anybody
I
have
got
any
one more. I got one more.
Okay,
thought.
sure. Go ahead. Yeah.
If he came to the club, wouldn't they automatically be like aggressive at each other?
Yeah, but I think like you said, like they live that character, that wrestler character, and they would hype it up for sure and try to get attention. I believe. I definitely believe that. Yeah, like if
Okay.
they see each other, they'll peacock at each other. If you catch my.
I feel like it depends on the rapport and like the kinds of
Yeah,
wrestling
or if there's
personas
a
they
media
are.
nearby, for sure.
Well, I'm thinking like in the tracking thing, like
Tracking.
trailing.
trailing.
Oh, like afterwards if we tail him home or something?
Yeah, I'm wondering like if you can go up and start talking to him, and then Lemon comes in and starts talking to Ladasha. He notices that,
Yeah, we're
and
back
that
to the
causes
penis
a
plan.
scuffle. And then in breaking up the scuffle, is there like a tracker device or something we could slip on one of them?
You know what? I bet any vending machine there.
Any vending machine.
God knows what the vending. I was saying this here. We bought a ladder from a vending. God knows what we could buy from a vending
It was
machine.
the shittiest ladder I've ever seen.
We
It
were
came
making
out of a
jokes
what
that
was
it's not
magic.
we were making jokes that Jake
I don't
rolls
know,
ice,
you
where it's not a
probably
matter
weren't,
of whether it exists or not. It's just a matter of how far away it is.
I don't know how much he tells you, but last time we played, he let us buy a ladder from a vending machine, and funnily enough, it was larger than the vending machine itself. So it like kind of came out of nowhere. It was magical.
It was
like
3D
the Bruce
printed
Almighty.
vending.
It was fun. Yeah, perhaps they have replicators and they use them for such menial tasks.
Well, only the menial tasks, not anything important.
Nothing important. There's world hunger, but fuck that.
Yeah.
It's only blue collar work tools.
Well, yeah, you got to keep all of those, white collar poor people out of a job on the streets with their automated fleshlights on the phone.
Jesus Christ, yeah. They're like practically homeless, but they can afford a fleshlight that automatically sucks them off in the street.
Oh, you only need to afford it once, then you just got to keep recharging it.
God, I bet there's free charging stations.
Oh,
everywhere.
God.
There's like camps around the
Oh, my mother's boyfriend was telling me today about a village in Africa that was caught to have a sex slave orangutan.
What?
Don't make me say it twice. It's dirty as fuck.
Can you just say the word orangutan?
Orangutan.
This doesn't surprise me in the least.
And he I don't know how much of true is, obviously. This is word from a who know who. But like,
I've seen the posts
he-
on Reddit as well.
he
They
talked
dress it
about
up.
that there were
Oh, yeah.
Like
several
that's supposed to
missions
help?
to save the orangutan.
It doesn't work out.
But that the first time they approached it, it presented itself because it is in its mind a rape slave for this. It's very sad. But he said that the
Wow.
villagers fought to the death to protect it.
Oh, my God.
Cause like, I mean, I guess I don't know. But part of me
They've
is
gotten
like
emotionally
victim-blaming, 'cause
attached
I'm like,
to
the
her.
orangutan had to be into it because if he wanted to, he could rip their faces off. So like, he was kind of a freak.
Orangutan is scary.
I'm gonna go back to the dildo charging stations. What if somebody just takes someone else's dildo? Like
Just it passes around the circle, around the campfire. When you're done with it, pass it.
well, it's more like those communal umbrella stands. Somebody just takes someone else's umbrella like an asshole.
Mm.
Well, there was one Burning Man forever ago. Some dude just took a fleshlight and like put a chain on it and strapped it to a big sign and put that in the ground in there, and it just says "Free fleshlight, please wash."
There's no way anybody used it, and there's definitely no way anybody watched it.
He keeps like ever since then. At least one person a year goes out and does the same thing just for the meme. Just puts that out there. I don't know if somebody probably has used it.
Somebody's used
That's like that famous musician who people like occasionally go out and shit on his grave. Like they literally take a shit because I think he said it when he was alive. He was like, "When I'm dead, come shit on my grave." And people were like, "All right."
We're respecting the dead man's wishes.
He was super grunge. I remember stories about him as he would throw up
Are
on
you
his
talking about
audience.
G.G. Allen?
I couldn't remember his name. That might be it. But he literally would puke on his audience.
Yeah.
He was gross. And
There
that was
was
a part
a-
of his style.
There was a dude in the
I mean,
hardcore punk
I guess that's
days,
how he wants to
that
be
was his
immortalized.
bit. He would shit and throw up and like he was a vile fucking
We don't play.